Hello world, I am coming to you live from my apartment. I am nearly moved out. This is my last night. There's still a lot of shit. I just got back from dropping off some books at the library. It's a hot Friday night over here. What did I do last Friday? Last Friday, I remember at 11 o'clock, I was sitting at my desk writing, as I wrote in my journal. It's Friday at 11 o'clock and I'm writing. So there's documentation. And the Friday before that, I had a migraine, so I was in bed. And the Friday before that, I was babysitting. So I guess I realized, but I already knew this, that my lifestyle and my life and my schedule is not normal. If you're doing something different, your life has to look different. It's going to look different. I mean, it's Friday night and I'm sitting here talking to a salt lamp. I think it's really important to not be scared to be alone. So you guys clearly want a tour of my nearly moved out apartment. So that's what I'm gonna give you now. I should probably turn on a light. This is stuff that's packaged and for the most part ready to go. Some artwork. I accidentally ripped off a good chunk of paint. These little guys have lived on my windowsill wherever I've lived since I was 8. Can you believe that? Oh, this is convenient. Here's my Venmo. And in case you missed it, you can Venmo me for that little brief moment you saw my feet. Love this farm sink. However, it is so annoying to do dishes in. It gets incredibly dirty, and I'm very much looking forward to not having this sink anymore. This is fine. I'm not worried about this. I'll deal with this tomorrow. Oh, here's the bathroom. Oh, this morning, I noticed brown water was dripping from this radiator the last time I showered in this shower. I told my landlord, but I'm glad I'm moving out. Wow, what a clean bathroom shelf. She must be so naturally beautiful and not need any products at all. Psych, just kidding. They're right here in this box. Closet's empty. If you feel like buying me clothes, that's something that everyone's welcome to do. I think the rest of this is pretty manageable. Okay, we're back on the floor now. In this apartment, I was uncomfortable physically because I was cold and damp and the pipes are old, so no hot water came out. I was also uncomfortable emotionally and creatively. This has been a tough year. I moved to Chicago 15 months ago. This was my first winter in Chicago, and I spent it in this starving artist, cold, damp apartment with no boyfriend, but I made some really, really, really deep good lifetime friendships in the past, I would say 6 to 8 months. This past year, November, December, January, I think were pretty tough. Do artists need to suffer for their art? I would like to say no, but I think to some extent, yes. It needs to be kind of gritty, at least a little bit, to some extent, at some point. I feel that every year is challenging. I look back and I think, oh, this was the most challenging, but the most rewarding year yet. I feel like the stakes keep getting raised. You don't feel strong or brave or like you're doing anything that makes sense until you look back. You approach something, you challenge yourself to it, and then you look back and you say, oh, wow, I did that. And then you don't reflect too much on it because you're hopefully moving on to the next thing. That feels like it keeps happening to me. It's growth. It's growth. Great. That's it. Good night.